think the first day students walk into my classroom, they expect me to model, give like a little lecture, kind of show them how to do something, and then they'll practice. And I flip that whole thing around. Students come into my classroom and they sit down and they just start doing.
Most of the time, you don't see Lori talking. You see kids talking.
Investigating some task, answering some questions, doing some problems. They might make some mathematical conjecture, they might prove some theorem.
Pushing themselves to know more. And she's facilitating all that. It's like she's like a little bit of the puppeteer, but she's putting it all in place.
It's all about students discovering. The classroom should be driven by the student. It should be driven by the questions the students have, the discoveries that the students make. I teach BC Calculus and Algebra 2 at Brooklyn Technical High School.
We are the largest high school in the United States. We currently have 6,056 students. Students take an exam to get into our high school. We have some of the best students that New York City has to offer.
The students are absolutely incredible. They're constantly collaborating with each other, helping each other out, asking each other, oh, what did you notice? Sometimes a student will ask a question and I will often say, okay, I need to think about that. And then I will think about that for hours on end. And then I will sit on my computer, usually on Desmos, and I will play around with some things and try to figure it out for myself. And then once I do, I will think about, okay, well, how do I present it in such a way that the student can then answer their own question?
When you provide that sort of instruction and that sort of mentorship, students can run with it. They feel confident about mathematics because of her. She teaches pretty much the highest level of math that we offer, and you see kids apprehensive. They're stepping up to the big leagues of mathematics.
I think students are under a tremendous amount of pressure here. Students are afraid of being wrong, and that makes it really challenging in the classroom because I think it's great to be wrong. That's a wonderful learning experience. Creating an environment where students are primarily working in groups kind of enables them to experiment more and feel more comfortable. So that's part of the culture that I'm trying to instill. But then you must discuss the problem, arrive at a consensus, and then put it on the sheet. Of course, I think the math that I teach is beautiful, and I want students to get that, but I also think that they will experience the beauty of mathematics more if they're discovering it on their own. And I also try to get them to understand that by learning the whys and not just the what, that's not only gonna help them in a math class, but it's gonna help them in whatever they pursue.
Lori is the kind of person that we build a school around. She's willing to go, to the 11th degree to surely do whatever it takes to make a positive interface about mathematics with her students. She does the work for the love of the department, the love of students, and the love of the school.